Is that how you imagine a 65-year-old getting out of a van? I don't think so. Let's back it up and try it again. Good morning. Yeah, I think that's a little more like it. Stick around and I'm going to show you 6 easy exercises to gain back some of that strength and flexibility that we lose when we get old. Because of all the road noise and outside noise, I'm going to have to do a voiceover on this video instead of my real voice that I used outside. The first exercise is the tibialis raise. The main purpose of the tibialis muscle is for deceleration and to absorb some of the force that goes to your knee when your foot strikes the ground. All these exercises have varying degrees of difficulty, so you need to find your starting point and your starting number of reps. I started most of these exercises with 10 reps about a year ago. It's better to start slow and work your way up. As you can see in the video, on the tibialis raise, you put your butt against the wall, move your feet out about a foot or so, and raise your toes as high as you can raise them. Hold them up for 2 seconds, lower them back down for 2 seconds, and repeat until you can do 25 reps. The second exercise is the FHL calf raise. You want to raise up on your toes as high as you can raise and hold it for 2 seconds. As you progress, you will be able to get up higher on your toes and further away from the wall. As you move further away from the wall, you want to make sure your heels are still in contact with the ground. I got these exercises from Ben Patrick, who has a YouTube channel, Knees Over Toes Guy. I will put a link to his channel in the description below and you can check it out. Next, you're going to do the tibialis raise again. 25 more reps, just because it's that important. The third exercise is the knees over toes calf raise. You're going to want to lower your body down until your heels start to lift off the ground, and from that point you will do a calf raise up onto your toes, and you will try to maintain your knee bend and upper body position and only move your ankles. The fourth exercise is the Patrick step. To do this exercise, you reach out with one leg, touch your heel to the ground, and then stand back up. The further you step out, the more knee bend on your other leg. The fifth exercise is the split squat, and you will want to start with an elevated front foot, probably something like a chair to begin with. Then you will squat forward and you will want to put your hamstring against your calf in a full folded position with your back knee off the ground. If you're unable to get all the way down, no big deal, just keep working on it. You'll eventually get there. Then as you're able to flex all the way down, you will find something smaller to get your front foot closer to the ground. I'm currently using a 5-inch box, and hopefully someday I'll be able to go all the way to the ground. And the 6th exercise is called the knees over toes squat. This is how I started this exercise. I had a box and I would bend and touch my knees to the box. As I progressed, I got a smaller box and was able to bend lower to touch my knees. An alternative to this is using something for support, such as a couple of chairs. You can use these supports to lower your knees down as far as you can go. It took me about 6 months before I was able to touch my knees to the ground using support. Once you're able to touch your knees comfortably with support, now it's time to get rid of the supports, and then you can do it without any help at all. It was probably about 8 months before I was able to do the first unassisted knees over toes squat. Flexibility takes a long time, but you can get there. Next are a couple additional exercises that I picked up from Knees Over Toes guy. This here I came up with on my own just to get more flexibility in my ankles. When I first started, there was no way I could get my feet flat on the ground like that, and I really didn't think I'd ever be able to. I do about 10 reps of this sitting with the cushion under my ankles, and then I can move the cushion away and go all the way to the ground and sit. The first of these bonus exercises is called the reverse Nordic curl. And an easy way to get started is get you one of these bands. I think Walmart has them. I think I got mine from Amazon. The band helps you increase your range of motion before you have enough strength to be able to raise yourself back up. It took me about 6 months before I was first able to go all the way to the ground. I still can't do a full Nordic curl unassisted, but I'm getting there. The second bonus exercise is called the Nordic curl. In this exercise, you're going to need something to hook your heels under to hold your feet. And you may even need to use a piece of cushion. Now you will slowly lean forward and hold yourself back to the point where you cannot hold yourself up any longer. Then you will drop your hands down and slowly lower yourself down and then push back up. Thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, leave a comment. And don't forget to keep your eye out for the Western road trip beginning in just a couple of weeks.